sitting on one of my mom's couch cushions. I don't think she's gonna like that. Spider. Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name is Roshni and thank you for clicking on this video. I hope you're doing well along with your loved ones and your family. So today we're going to be talking about some of my personal favorite books, and even though if you're a beginner or a book lover like me, I know you're going to love these books. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I'm going to start with my current favorite book, the one I just finished, which is Six of Crows by Lee Beduga. And oh my god, it is amazing. If you love like fantasy stuff, if you love Harry Potter's, if you love Narnia, this is something like that, but with like Ocean's 11 and like Peaky Blinders. I don't know how to exactly explain it, but it's about 6 outcasts. They're part of a group called the Dregs, and they are given a heist to like just a really difficult heist that if they can pull it off, they will win a lot of money. So this book is part of the Grishaverse, which is, you know, really popular series of book by Lee Beduga. Even a show called Shadow and Bone is on Netflix streaming right now. It's based on her books. So, and this has 2 parts. This is the second book, and I'm really excited to read the second part because I love this one. So I really recommend checking this out if you love fantasy stuff. Moving on to one of my most favorite books. It's The Palace of Illusion by Chitra Banerjee Divyakaruni, and I'm sure you must have heard of it if you are into novels and books. And this book is so beautiful. It's about the life of Draupadi Panchali, and it's just, as it says in the back, it's about a woman born in a man's world, Mahabharat from her perspective, and like whatever she's experiencing, her experiences. And especially if you love Indian mythology, of course you're gonna love this book. There are all the characters of Mahabharata, Lord Krishna, and just, it's a full package. It's amazing. I highly recommend this book. Now that we're talking about Indian authors, let's transition into romance and comedy in general. So this is one of my favorite books when it comes to that genre. It Must Have Been Something He Wrote by Nikita Deshpande, and this book is like, it's so adorable. If you love movies like To All the Boys, like stuff just rom-com material, typical rom-com material, enemies to lovers trope, which is one of my favorites, this book is for you. It's about a girl. She works in Delhi in a publishing house, and she meets a writer there, Jishnu. That's an interesting name. I like that. Like, Jishnu is everything that she does not like. Like, she's the gym freak, protein shake lover, serial selfie taker, as it says. But it's just how she's going to be shocked at how there's so much more to him, and she's going to find herself. She's going to find new friendships and new love, and it's just in general like really cute, sit in your blanket, sip a cup of coffee, and like a feel-good book. So if you're into that rom-com, enemies to lovers, definitely go for this. Now that we're talking about romance, comedy, and Indian authors, of course we have to talk about Mr. Durjoy Datta. I have honestly not read that many of his books, but the ones I've read I really liked, and one of my favorite works of his are You Were My Crush Till You Said You Love Me. And this book is, again, just like It Must Have Been Something You Wrote. It has like the same vibe going on, but like the story is from the guy's main lead's perspective, and he's like zips around in a Bentley, lives alone in a palatial house, and is every girl's dream, like a typical Amir Baap ki bigdi hui aulad. Like, is that, but it's like his journey to finding himself and like learning about what true love is, and that there's more to life than just the materialistic world. And again, a really adorable, really cute, light-hearted rom-com book, and again I really recommend it if you're into that kind of stuff. So moving on from romance comedy, we are getting into teen drama and teen romance. So the next book is The Memory Book by Lara Avery. To be honest, I bought this book because I really like the cover. I literally judged the book by its cover. I looked at it and I was like, मेरे को ये चाहिए, ये बहुत सुंदर है, मुझे चाहिए. Yeah, but it did not disappoint me. This book is about a girl named Samantha, and she's diagnosed with a rare terminal illness. And one of the effects of that illness is that she's losing her memory little by little every day. And this is just like even worse for her, even more worse than the illness itself, because she's a valedictorian, she has plans of becoming a lawyer, and all of this is crushing her. So she decides that let's write, and write everything that happens to me every day in a diary. And this book is like a collection of all of those notes that she's writing. And again, it's, if you like teen romance, teen drama, this is a good book. Now moving on to one of the genres that I just discovered, it's LGBT YA stories. And the first book I read is Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Elias Sainz. And I have to tell you that I love this book. This book is, again, I'm saying this about every book, but yeah, this is the list of my favorite books. Okay, read the title. So I am allowed to simp over all of them. Okay, so this book is about two boys, Ari and Dante, and they're both Mexican Americans and 15-year-old young boys, just discovering themselves, of course, becoming friends and discovering their sexuality, discovering what they love. And Ari especially is like the one who's struggling a lot in this with his family and with his sexuality, and he's like a really different person compared to Dante. He wants to be like Dante, he loves Dante, he hates Dante. So it's like just both of them figuring life out, and it's like really adorable if you're into LGBTQ young adult romance novels, and a really good start, if I must say, into that genre. Now let's actually talk about my most favorite book. I know I'm saying this about every book, I know, I'm sorry, but I'm allowed to simp over this one because it's that great. And it is, I don't think it needs any introduction, but it's Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice. Okay, this book, this is, again, I just love this book. I simp so hard for this book, for the main character, Mr. Darcy. Where do I find myself in Mr. Darcy? Okay, I'm sorry, I'm going off track. So this book is set in the Regency era in the 19th century England, and it's about a girl, Elizabeth, who has a little too much prejudice, and our main character, Mr. Darcy, who has a little too much pride. So yeah, it's I don't have to explain too much about it. Everybody loves it. It's your original OG enemies to lovers love story, and it just takes you in that time. You feel like you're in that Regency era and that you're in England and you're sipping a cup of tea, and it's just, I love this book. I love this book with all my heart. I love it so much that I even got a hardcover, Recipes by Martha Stewart. It has cooking recipes, it has cakes and cookies and Mr. Darcy. I don't know what else you need. That's all I need to be happy. This book is so pretty. Like, just look at it. It is absolutely gorgeous. I just love this book so much. And enough about Pride and Prejudice simping now. Okay, we are now getting into a few other classics. We talked about Pride and Prejudice. Let's talk about another classic that does not need any introduction. It's The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. I don't know how to pronounce his name right. If I did it wrong, please don't come at me. I'm sorry. But like, yeah, this book again needs no introduction. It's a classic. It's the story of a shepherd boy from the Spanish province of Andalusia who dreams of traveling the world in search of a treasure as desirable as any ever found. Okay, yeah, I don't know. This book is like a piece of my heart. This book also takes you through, like, with it in a journey through Spain, through Morocco, everywhere that this boy is going, you go there with him, and just the way he finds himself. It's like a spiritual journey. If you're a person who's not that spiritual, you will become after reading this book. Yeah, just in general, a really great read. Highly recommended. Of course, don't need to recommend it enough. Everybody knows about it. On to the last book that we're gonna talk about today. This book, I discovered this book when I was in like 7th or 8th grade. I think there was a chapter from it in my English literature book, and just as a kid I was curious. I was like, I want to read more about this book. I want to read this whole book, and it's Diary of a Young Girl by Anne Frank. This book, again, I think a lot of people know about it. It's really popular, I think. And this book is about a 13-year-old little Jewish girl who, along with her family, are in hiding in Netherlands from the Nazis, of course. And she's writing about her daily life and what they're going through, about their fear, about their happiness, about just everything. She's 13, she's going through a lot, and like emotionally as well, her own struggles that she's going through. So this book, again, it makes you like, it just takes you there. You feel the fear, you feel every emotion that this little child is writing about. And like, for a 13-year-old teenager, for a little kid to like write so deep, like you feel so many emotions. So this book, again, really recommend it. A really good book to keep in your collection. That is all I have for you guys today. I'm sorry if I was awkward or if I was fumbling. This is my first video. I apologize. I apologize if I mispronounced any names, but yeah, I really hope you enjoyed it, and please stay tuned for a lot of other stuff, book related and fashion related. And if the situation gets better, I would love to go out and vlog. And I'm a BTS army. And did you guys see the Sakshima Shrivastava interview? Oh my god, it came out today, and आप हमारे दिल में रहते हैं. I'm on cloud 9, yo. I'm so happy. And like, so I'm also thinking about doing a BTS merchandise haul from Amazon, so stay tuned for that. So yeah, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye.